All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I am a silver consultant with Team Sunset. I have been with Archer and Evolution Travel for 9 months now. I've been a travel agent for 8 years. I am a team trainer, a leader, a presenter, and a mentor. Here, I mentor a team of 13 agents. So just like to welcome you all to today's training about mock bookings with Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. This is going to be one of your best marketing tools that you can use in order to bring in more business for your travel agency. So you're going to learn today how to create a mock booking and where to post these. There are a couple of different ways that you can create these, and we're going to actually create one in Canva today. This is not something I normally do. I normally create it using a Word document, but I figure with a cruise line, it's going to be a little bit easier because we can get more visuals with a cruise line and make it a little bit more visually appealing to post. So let's go ahead and get started on this. So once you get logged into Cruising Power, now I know some of you are new and don't have the logins yet. So that's quite all right. You'll be able to do this once you get your logins. Especially if you haven't gone through NAO yet, the new agent orientation. We will help you get those logins during that new agent orientation. So you go ahead and log into Cruising Power. And what we're going to do is, since we're doing Royal Caribbean, we're going to select Royal Caribbean as the brand. You want to select the number of rooms. I always start with 1 because I'm only going to do it for 1 room. And then we're going to do it for 2 adults. And we're going to leave the ship at all ships. Okay, because we want to search the entire schedule. But we're going to put the departure date out just a little ways. We're going to do this one over Thanksgiving. So the departure date of November 21st. We're going to leave all the promotional qualifiers alone because we don't know yet if our clients are going to qualify for those promotional discounts or if they're a resident of a certain state. And then we're going to search for sailings. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to do a Southern Caribbean mock booking. So as you can see, there's going to be one on Adventure of the Seas departing on November 24th. So this is going to be the one that we are going to select. So you just click the checkbox. And let me close this out here so I can see everything. And we can see that there are prices already put into place for us. So an interior cabin is going to cost $681 starting at $980 for an ocean view, $1353 for a balcony, and $3344 for a deluxe cabin on this particular sailing on Adventures of the Sea for an 8-day Southern Caribbean cruise. So we're going to select. And I really love what they call their booking site espresso because the results really are brewing. So what we're going to do when we're creating this mock booking is that we're going to select the lowest priced cabin that we can. And then we're going to say, starting at. So in this case, it's going to be a guaranteed cabin for $681. That represents, it has a 30% savings and there's a non-refundable deposit. So we're going to go ahead and select that one. there's a minimum deposit that we will see. And it gave us a little pop-up right up here saying the minimum deposit for this fare is non-refundable. Okay. So that's what the NRD means, non-refundable deposit. This is a 30% savings on the sailing. And it's coming up automatically with the promotion code. So we're going to continue. And we don't have to worry about any of this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start creating this mock booking now. You see the total for all rooms is $1588.20. Okay, does everybody see that? Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this down, and I just used the calculator to break it down. This is going to include all taxes, fees, and port fees. And that includes all the pricing or all the fees. So it comes to $794 per person with all taxes, fees, and port expenses included. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Canva. And what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to open up a second window to Cruising Power, because what I'd like to do is I'd like to grab a screenshot or a picture off of the Royal Caribbean site of Adventure of the Seas to use as my background for this particular mock booking. So we are going to go to the Sales and Marketing tab, go to Marketing Resources and Royal Caribbean. And this is where we're going to find all of our promotional materials, all of the photographs of the ships, everything for our clients that we can use to make this mock booking. So we're going to go by product. We're going to go to the digital asset library for image requests. And it's going to make us sign back in. Why it's making me do that, I am not sure. But we will get that figured out. There we go. So the digital asset library, why is that not allowing me to do it? Okay. So when you run into this situation, like I am, we are going to Google it. So I just Googled Adventure of the Seas photos. and I selected images. And I'm just going to save the image as. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Canva. And we're going to create a blank Facebook post. To get access to the digital assets library, yes, you do have to be registered with Royal. And if you haven't attended New Agent Orientation, you will register with them during your New Agent Orientation class. So what I like to do is I like to do a Facebook post in landscape. And we're going to just start this out as a blank post. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the picture of the ship as the background of the post. So we're going to upload it. Carla, it can take 4 to 7 business days to get your credentials. So you see how I did that? I just copied and pasted, or I just actually drag and dropped into the new Facebook post. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some text now. And what I like to do is I like to do it as a heading to begin with. And we'll change the font and everything to make it look nicer. So you just have to play with the fonts a little bit to see what looks the best to you. We'll go with this bright red, and we're going to bold it so that's easily seen. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting in I'm just putting in more text here stating Southern Caribbean 8-day, 7-night voyage departing on November 24th, 2023. Starting at, and then I'm just going to go and look and see how much it was per person. 794 per person. So notice I'm not giving the ship name. So we're going to make this a little bit nicer. We're going to change the font a little bit on it, and we may end up just making a different, I may just end up making a different flyer here quick. With just a generic cruise ship background. So, Leaseland, yes, this is being recorded. Okay, so we're just going to search for a cruise ship. We're going to just make this one a little bit bigger. Move it around just a little bit. So with mock bookings, you can really play around with them to, yes, Sally Office, this will be, we'll get it posted to the team chats. Danielle, yes, you can make a mock booking, post at any time of the day and post it. Absolutely. This is one of your best marketing tools. Just do a little bit of research on your destination that you want to do the mock booking for. And that's why it's called a mock booking. It also gives you practice in making bookings too. So without putting in credit card information. So that's why these are really nice. If you're a newer agent, this gives you the opportunity to do practice bookings. Yep, Sheena, you've already made one for Costa Rica on Canva. It is super easy, absolutely. So you can play around with it. So does everybody get the basics of the mock booking, how I found all my information and what I'm doing in Canva? I'm going to finish this one up later, but I want to make sure that we don't have any other questions about where to find all the information. You can do this for any of our vendors. So Vax is a big one to use because we have access to those 55 plus suppliers in Vax. You can make a mock booking for any of them. Disney, I would suggest staying away from because they're very, very particular about what gets posted. Now you can post anything from Disney's Facebook page, their travel professionals Facebook page. So you can do that for Disney or share from their Disney travel professionals YouTube page, but that's about it for mock bookings with them. So I would just stay away from Disney altogether if possible, other than sharing from those two sites. Emily, you can post this on your personal page. You can post this on your business page. You can post this on your Google My Business page. You can post it on your website as a special if you wanted to. the information that you come up with, you could post as a special on your Evo website. Now, if you are creating a mock booking for your own personal website that you're creating, like I'm doing right now, I'm in the middle of designing a website. You can definitely post it on there as well. Patrice, I can absolutely go back to where I got the pricing information. So what I did was I searched by destination. Well, I didn't really search by destination. I searched by dates, departure date of November 24th, 2023. It's an 8-night cruise is what I selected on Adventure of the Seas. Okay. So I just click on search. My results are brewing. Amy, we will get this posted to the World Explorer website, and I will get this posted to the team chats as well. So check with your mentor about where to find it. Denise, when picking a date, if not using a holiday, how far out do you go? I go 6 months, usually. That gives my clients time to come up with the deposit and make payments if they want. Anything 60 days and under, you're not going to have be able to pay a deposit and make payments on it. You're going to have full payment up front. Okay, so you're going to want, what I like to do is to give my clients options and even say in my mock bookings, hey, this is the X amount of your deposit for this, for only, your deposit amount is only XYZ, and then you can make payments on the rest up to the final payment date. So I'd say 6 months up to a year is what you can do. Because a lot of people do like to plan out their travel, their big trips, such as a cruise, a little bit further in advance. No, you go to cruisingpower.com and register there. It's a self-registration, Patrice. Go to your travel cafe, click on, Wayne, I'll answer that in just a moment. You go to your travel cafe, click on register for suppliers, scroll down to Cruising Power, click on continue reading, and then follow the instructions on there. And that'll tell you how to register for everything. Wayne, you do not hold their money. We do not touch their money. So you will pay the deposit for the client on the credit card of the client. Okay, so we do a credit card authorization form for every transaction that we do. That way it protects us and the client from any fraudulent charges on their card. So say they didn't authorize this, we have a signed form stating that they did authorize this charge. Okay, so the money never touches our hands. It goes directly to the vendors. Does that make sense, Wayne? Perfect. So going back to where I found the fares, what I did was I did the cheapest available fare. This is a non-refundable deposit fare. So NRD means non-refundable deposit. I selected this fare. And it came up with this price here of $1588.20 for 2 people. Now, if you want to make it easier on yourself, you can change the number of adults to just 1. And that way it'll give you the per person pricing. You see what I'm saying? This price up here, this $1588.20, includes all guest fees, taxes, fees, and port expenses. All right, let me see here. Jill, that's a good idea about the background picture. I've got to work with Canva a little bit more with that. So I can see if I can do that about fading it. So otherwise I'll just make a new one. But yeah, that's a good idea, fading it a little bit so that the font shows up more. Like I said, what I normally do these in Microsoft Word. I write up a description and then I put photos. So I do things a little bit differently than most people. We do have access to bigger discounts. Now, this 30% savings may not be site-wide. So we do have access to some savings that our clients do not see on the websites. Take Celebrity or Carnival, for example. There's a super secret deal if you go to the travel cafe that we cannot email our clients about. We have to tell them over the phone. Okay. And that is like, I think it's 40% off of cruise fares right now. So we have access to some bigger discounts than what are on the commercial sites for our clients. So we're offering them better deals and better value by using a travel agent because they're not having to do any of the planning. We're doing all that planning for them and taking all the hassle of planning their own vacation out of their hands and putting it into our hands. That's where the value of a travel agent comes into play. Okay. You can use a fillable PDF doc on your website. I use Adobe Fill and Sign personally and have my clients e-sign it that way with Adobe Fill and Sign and then email it back to me or however they want to e-sign it. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and stop the recording here.